Listening to that music, it brings back memories of me playing this game in the arcades. Bust a Move. Or Puzzle Bobble, depending on what region you've played this game in. So, right off the bat, I think everyone knows the gameplay is amazing, it's fun, it's enjoyable, and very simplistic at that. I mean, literally, all you do is you take the joystick, you move your cursor, and then you press the button to shoot your bubble in hopes to, slowly destroy the cluster of bubbles that are on the top of the screen. And it's very obvious what kind of impact this game has had in, today's society of online gaming. You can easily go onto the internet and go to sites like Addicting Games or Armor Games and find different variations of Bust a Move or Puzzle Bobble. So it's very obvious what kind of impact it has, and it's no surprise because it's like one of those games that are just simplistic that most people can understand it, and it's very simple to get the hang of how to play the game. It's a very pick up and play game at that, which is very good. But going back a bit more to the arcade system itself, I want to talk a bit about the multiplayer. Now, the multiplayer is very cool. I like the idea of, both of you battling to see who gets to play the game. That's all cool. I've played multiple games that, do that. But the thing that I don't like about it is if you're, really far in the game and, you're racking up some serious points and all that, and then, your friend or some jackass just comes over, plops a quarter in, he faces you, and then you could possibly lose your spot of where you've gone. And not only that, but it restarts the level that you're on. So if you're just about to win, and the guy plugs his quarter in, you're completely screwed over, because then you have to redo that level again. And that's just the most annoying thing ever. I do have a problem with, someone being able to steal your quarter, essentially, and then stealing your highest score, and then it just goes all downhill from there. But other than that, the multiplayer is alright. I mean, they could have made a cooperative multiplayer, but, nonetheless, the single player, which is the main focus of the game, Bust a Move or Puzzle Bobble, is really good, and it's very well done, and it's very addicting at that. So, going on to the controls of the arcade machine, the joystick itself, I find, is a little bit touchy. I mean, you can, at some points, really move, extremely to the left or extremely to the right, but in other ways, it's actually a very good joystick, because, personally, when I'm playing it, I feel, when I'm doing it, and I'm moving the cursor, I'm, really, very light with using the joystick. I don't move it extremely in hopes to, get left or right. So it's very good, but I mean, then again, it's very touchy at that. And the buttons themselves are very amazing. They're very classic to, most arcade machines, which they should be considering is an arcade machine. And it's also a Neo Geo arcade machine. So it has to be, it's hands down a really good arcade machine, because it's Neo Geo. Music, as I've stated before before I started the review, is amazing, it's classical, and the minute you hear it, you know right away that you're listening to Bust a Move or Puzzle Bobble. So, it's, great music, it's classical, it gets easily stuck in your head. I don't think I have to, go on talking about the music. But I could. So, overall, Great game. It's fun. Multiplayer could use a bit of work. It should have a co-op, but it doesn't. So, overall, I give this game an 8.9 out of 10 because it's a very classic game, but the multiplayer sort of brings it down, which is rather unfortunate because, you know, other installments of this game on like the N64 and that were really good, but unfortunately the multiplayer doesn't really hold itself too well in this game. More of the focus was definitely on the single player. So there you have it. Bust a move.